All right, everyone, it's LP, writer and creator of the comic books Nyobi and Savage Sin, coming at you with another video because it is Wrestlemania weekend. And I love me some Wrestlemania. I love me some WWE. If you watch this channel on a regular basis, you would know that. And I'm excited. I'm going to cover all my Wrestlemania predictions. We're going to start here with night 1. We'll come back tomorrow with night 2. And we'll see by the end of it all if my crystal ball was functional or broken. And guys, I want you to take part along with me in the comments, in the chat. Who you think is going to go over? Who do you think is going to, win the titles? Who you think is going to be the big swerve, big surprises? I want to know all your WrestleMania thoughts down in the comments section below. I personally think this is a lackluster WrestleMania. I mean, I'm excited to watch it because it is WrestleMania, and I'm sure there will be surprises and swerves and things of that nature, and things that we didn't see coming. I hope they make it a spectacular show, but I find it hard to believe that this will live up to the hype of WrestleMania 40, right? The build up to WrestleMania 40 is what got me excited. And I don't even mean like what was happening on Raw and SmackDown. I was excited because of all the podcasts I was watching, all the shoot interviews, Pat McAfee, Eric Bischoff, Busted Open Radio, Sam Roberts, all those guys. I was watching all that, and that's what got me excited for WrestleMania 40. And the show did live up to its hype. The main event was awesome. Having The Undertaker show up, John Cena, he's going to be in this one. All that stuff was great. It was a spectacle. It was an event. This one here, it's got some good things, but it's got a lot of filler. A lot of filler. And we're going to go through the filler. So we're going to go through this match by match. I would make the graphic bigger, but it's kind of stuck where it is, guys, so bear with me. But way down here at the bottom is essentially our first filler match, okay? This probably will be the match that opens the show. This really should have been on Friday Night SmackDown, but what it is tag team match for the gold. The War Raiders, which I know barely anything about, by the way, versus the New Day. And the New Day has they've taken a different turn, if you will. They've gone heel. After 10 years plus of being the smiling good guys, the workhorses of the WWE, the guys that do all the house shows and all the superstar events that the big stars don't want to do, that's what you use the New Day for. Well, they made the New Day's heel. They've gone rogue, and they're looking for tag team gold. My prediction is they're going to get it. They'll give the New Day the tag team gold so that they're the hot heels that the tag teams have to chase after. And, that will be that. The Viking War Raiders here, they're going to essentially get screwed over. Maybe if they do win, and I only give it a 10% chance that the Raiders will win, it's because of Big E will show up and cause some shit for the New Day to either lose or maybe, I don't know. I'm giving it to the New Day. Plain and simple, New Day wins, tag team gold. They will get more TV time because they have the gold. Maybe you can match them up with the Motor City Machine Guns, stuff like that. Next up on the list, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Another filler match that I don't think anyone really cares about, to be honest with you. I really don't think anyone gives two shits about this match. I know I don't. It doesn't really matter who wins this. But I think because, once again, she's gone through a new character change, they're going to try and push her as, somewhat of a villain here. I think Jade Cargill goes over, even though this is the bathroom match for me. This is when I'm going to go cook my pizza. You know what I mean? Above them, we got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, which I think most people believe to be is Chad Gable. Look, Rey Mysterio may be hurt. This match might not even be happening. I don't think I've heard an official announcement on this yet, But as of last night's Friday Night SmackDown, Ray was carried out. You know, he needed help getting to the backstage. He might have fucked up his foot, his ankle, something like that. So who knows if this match is actually going to go down. But if it does, because I've already picked 2 heels to win, and Ray, let's face it, his time wrestling is coming to a close, right? I mean, I'm surprised he's still wrestling as it is. So we're going to give this one if the match happens. And that's a big if, because like I said, he did kind of get hurt there the other night. We'll see to what extent Rey Mysterio goes over. Now, this one's very interesting. We got LA Knight versus Fatu. And this is going to be another title change. This is going to be Fatu's moment. Jacob Fatu is going to beat LA Knight, even though I don't think he should yet, because I think LA Knight is a great face. I think he's the next generation. He's the Rock of this generation. He can talk, he can squawk, he can do it all. But he keeps getting the short end of the stick, and he seems to be like, let's give this guy a championship for a while, and then when someone with a brighter shine comes along, then we can just have LA Knight pass him the belt, and we'll just find someone else for LA Knight to squabble with for a little while. But yeah, Fatu, I love you, Solo. He's going to win. He's going to win the U.S. Championship. That's going to put him over. And, everyone's going to chase him. Like this WrestleMania is going to be the Empire Strikes Back for the heels, right? This is not going to be a good WrestleMania for baby faces, except for one. Maybe 2. And we're going to get there. But LA Knight, I think, loses. Now we got Charlotte Flair, versus Tiffy time. This one really is a coin flip of who is going to win. But if I am to predict, again, going on with my Empire Strikes Back theme, I think Charlotte Flair is going to pick up the victory. Not because I don't think Tiffany Stratton is a big enough star. She certainly is, especially for the younger, newer generation. But Charlotte Flair, it comes with the name. She's a Flair, okay? We got the Ric Flair's title run being in jeopardy. We might even see appearance from the Nate. Who knows? Like, I'm not counting that out. I know he said he's not going to be part of this, but you never know. Okay, you never know if the Nate is going to show up. But I think Charlotte Flair is going to take the title. I think Tiffany's in for a rough, bad night. Next up, which should be the main event of the night, even though I'm a big CM Punk fan. When you're fighting for a world title, that should be the main event. That's my opinion on this, and that's not what is going to happen here. But we have Gunther, the Ring General, versus Mr. Yeet himself, Jey Uso. Now, this is another coin flip for me. I know a lot of people are going for Jey. He sells a lot of merch. Kevin Nash on a recent podcast of Click This said, hey, look, he just sells way too much shit. Imagine a whole WrestleMania stadium eating, buying Jey Uso t-shirts and sunglasses. But again, this is going to go on with my Empire Strikes Back theme for WrestleMania 41. I'm going to make a bold prediction and say Jey Uso does not win. I'm going to say that Gunther not only beats the shit out of Jey Uso, but Jimmy Uso is going to come flying back, and he's going to beat the shit out of him too. You know what I mean? I don't think that title is changing hands, because I think there's going to be too many titles that are changing hands. Something's got to stay, right? So I think the tag team titles are changing hands. I think the U.S. belt is changing hands. But I don't think the World Heavyweight Championship is going to change hands. But I'm willing to accept the fact that this is a coin flip. Just like the Stratton and Flair match. Those two matches really won. You can't go wrong either way with how you do this, except that you take some fire out of Jey Uso. But, you can always build that back. Now, the main event for night one. And I also want to say that I don't really think it's a main event. I think the main event is whatever is the very last match of the entire show. So meaning whatever the main event is Sunday night, which is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, is truly the main event. But let's go with the fact that this is the main event for night one, Saturday night, tonight. And we got the tribal chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins versus the best in the world, CM Punk. Well, first of all, I'm a CM Punk guy. Just like he's a Paul Heyman guy, I am a CM Punk guy and fan. I'm glad he's back. He's made a very big impact since being back. He's proven that he's still an A-list player in the game, a main eventer, and a strong contender to win this match. Who knows what's going to go down in this one? You got 3 huge egos behind the scenes who are all going to want different things out of this match. There can only be one. Only can be one. It's like Highlander. There can only be one. So which one is it going to be? Do I want to go with who I want to win, who I think will win, or what I think the swerve would be? Because those are all 3 different answers. Who do I want to win? CM Punk. Who do I think stands the best chance of winning? Because he lost last year's WrestleMania? Roman Reigns. But the swerve is going to be Seth freaking Rollins. But I have to pick one. So I'm going to go with my man, CM Punk, because you can set up CM Punk being the number 1 contender. You can do CM Punk versus John Cena and that probably gave away my prediction for night 2, but you can do CM Punk versus John Cena for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. And that's kind of what I would do here. Now, you may call me Vince Russo. You may hate my booking. And if that's the case, let me know down in the chat. But if you think I'm like Pat Patterson and my booking is off the charts, then you can also let me know down in the chat. And you can do me another favor as well while we're at it. You see that QR code above my head? Why don't you scan that? Because that's going to take you to my eBay page where you can go ahead and shop and buy the comic books that I write, Nyobi and Savage Sin. And if you want to learn more about those and take a look, just stay tuned from a word from my sponsor, Arriba. All right, and just who is today's sponsor? Well, it was me, Austin. It's been me all along. And of course, what we're promoting here is the Nyobicomics eBay page. Link is in the description of the video, pinned at the top as always. Come on by and check out what we have to offer. It's Nyobi all the way from the original black and white stuff all the way up to Outbreak 3 with Outbreak 4 right around the corner. Thank you for supporting that comic on Kickstarter, by the way. And if you didn't know, I also have a second comic called Savage Sin, and we got Savage Sin number 1 and number 2 out with all kinds of great variants. You can see right there on the screen, we got one from Greg Bo Watson and RB White. We got everything that you need to catch up on the Nyobi Comics universe. Savage Sin, Nyobi, eBay. Come by right now.